Hey everybody, welcome to another video. Hiro here. I just wanted to go over some new content and system ideas that I had for Ashes of Creation. Now I really wanted to make sure that you guys could see the presentation and everything, so I'm cut out my whole webcam thing, and you guys gonna have to do this without my mug. All right, but I want to get into it, okay, because there's a lot of cool ideas. There are 5 different ideas and they all kind of play off of one another, which is really cool. I didn't really realize until the end. As I came up with another idea, I naturally tried to incorporate elements of the previous idea in the next idea, and so on and so forth, and you'll totally see exactly what I mean when I get into it. Okay, now here's a disclaimer. This presentation is to share some ideas that I have that I feel would be amazing additions to Ashes of Creation. Some of these ideas are fresh and unique, while others are inspired by my many years playing MMORPGs. Images that I used are for purposes of immersion or to give an example of how these could work or look in the game. This presentation will be delivered in the style of patch notes. I would love to read your feedback in the comments below. What I mean by patch notes, well, you'll see. It'll be pretty obvious, okay? After each one of the different systems will be a little section that says, what would this do? And that's where I'm kind of going to go over the benefits of each of these different systems, okay? But we're going to get into it right away. First one is the collection system. Also keep in mind one more thing, guys. All these names are like a work in progress, okay? I just kind of, took some time, came up with these ideas, and put names to them. So all of this is obviously subject to change, and it might not even matter because these may not ever find themselves into the game. These are just ideas that I had, okay? And also, if any of these are things that they've actually brought up at one time and I must have missed it, just let me know, okay? I am a student of the game, and even though I do know a lot about this game, I definitely don't know everything. So, I'm learning new things every single day. So let's get into this. The world of Vera is now teeming with rare relics and artifacts ready to be discovered by adventurers. You may visit any artifact lore master in any scientific node of town stage or higher to receive your artifact lore book. Artifacts can be found all over Vera and spawn based off of many different factors. Depending on biome, season, weather, location, and node level, there will be different items to discover. There have also been rumors of relics so rare that they may only spawn in a specific node at a specific node level. Taverns throughout Vera are a great place to learn about rare artifacts and relics and where they've been rumored to have been seen. Upon discovering an artifact or relic, your lore book will be updated with all the information known about that item. Once you have uncovered an entire page in your lore book, you may visit any artifact lore master to receive a reward. Okay, now that image on the bottom right is a really cool image that I liked in the game, and so I put like some little twinkling lights in there to give an example of what discovering a different artifact or relic could look like in the game. You walk over, you touch it, and all of a sudden you see a bunch of your lore book opens, and there's all this new information there, the lore of that item, when it was there, what it was used for, and what has happened through the eons, and can give you a bigger understanding of the world around you. What does this do? It enhances the exploration experience. It adds busy work. It uncovers more story lore. It gives role players and lore masters a greater understanding of the history and world of Vera. It adds content for the completionists, and it helps create a more unique feel to any given server. Okay? Essence levels is the second idea, okay? Players can now continue their development past the level cap of 50 through the essence level system. Once a player reaches the level cap of 50, they will start to receive essence experience. Gaining essence experience will raise the player's essence level, allowing them to allocate points into different attributes, increasing the player's overall effectiveness in the game. Essence levels are gained at 3 times of the speed of the highest regular levels. Essence levels will not cap. However, each individual attribute will have a point cap. I went ahead and included an image from another MMO I really like the system that they used. I actually originally saw this idea when I played a game called Final Fantasy XI. They had a merit system, and when I played that, I thought it was the coolest idea. And ever since then, I saw almost every single MMO just doing the normal. You get to level whatever the level cap is, you know, you run your dungeons in a whole new area. A new area comes out after that, increases the level cap. And to me, I just see that as really lazy game development. There's so many more ideas that you can do. This is one that I believe gives that idea to a game. And I also really like that orc artwork that they put up there. It's the coolest orcs, honestly, I've ever seen in an MMO. So I threw that up there as an idea of what, like, really, you know, high characters with high essence level with really cool new gear could possibly look like. Okay, now what does this do? It adds the feeling of nearly infinite character progression. It allows the Ashes of Creation development team breathing room to develop even better content. It helps to keep players from hitting content walls, and it allows players to keep tackling more difficult content. Okay, and on the right hand side is another example of what this could look like that I pulled from a different game that I've played before. Okay, moving on to the next one. High quality items. Master crafters can now craft high quality versions of recipes in the game. The chance for success is low, but can be raised by using higher quality reagents and through spending essence level attribute points. An item that procs high quality may have added stats or bonuses, be a different color or finish, or have unique adornments than a normal quality item. All crafted items, including boss weapons, armor, and furniture, has a chance to proc high quality. Only master crafters are able to craft an item that is high quality. There may be certain areas of certain dungeons that could drop high quality reagents from enemies. Now, that is a chest that, you know, could be a chest that something looks like that in Ashes of Creation. Now, a high quality version of that might have, you know, it could have a different type of lock, a different finish to the wood, or a different type of wood altogether. It could, you know, have a totally, completely different metalwork, you know. So that's an idea of what I'm talking about, you know, changing the way an item looks. So you can tell the difference between a normal quality item and a rare quality item. Okay, the rare one is still going to be nice. The regular is still going to be nice, but the rare one is going to noticeably be different. Okay, what does this do? It makes a master crafter truly special. It adds an endgame element to the crafting system. It gives master crafters something to always be aspiring to improve. It adds even more variety to items throughout the game. It adds more excitement to high-level content exploration and participation. And again, this is an image of a sword in game, and you know, a high quality rather version of this weapon maybe it'll roll black, and the jewels will be red or gold or silver, and it would be the same style of weapon. It would just look a little bit different. Okay, so you can tell the difference. Maybe it's a little bit more shiny. All right, the karma system. Karma is unlocked at the 6th stage of a node, which is a metropolis stage. Karma is acquired through alliances with different villages, towns, cities, and metropolises. As a metropolis gains in karma, the metropolis will gain the ability to manipulate reality. A node may spend its karma to manifest magical beings that will open a portal to an alternate reality, which would actually be another server, laying waste to the nearest metropolis to their spawn point. The type of being spawned will vary on the type of node that spawns them, i.e. divine nodes might spawn an army of archangels. Different nodes will be naturally weaker or stronger to enemies spawned, giving strength to the enemies or naturally weakening them. Enemies will attack the node until a certain amount of damage is caused or until they are defeated. An attacking force will not destroy a node. If the forces of the attacked server are able to defeat the karmic forces before the damage threshold is reached, defending combatants will be rewarded with karma currency, and karmic essence for that node will be gained. A failed attack will reduce the karma of the attacking metropolis. If the attackers are successful, the citizens of the attacking node will be rewarded with karma currency, and the node will receive karmic essence. The defeated metropolis will lose karma. Players may spend their karma currency at a special merchant in any merchant node, town stage, or higher. There will be a cooldown between when a node is attacked and when it can be attacked again. I use these couple of images that are a little bit, some years old from Intrepid. I really love that potion bottle. I thought it looked so cool, and I thought that might be kind of an idea of what karmic essence could look like, okay? And that currency also is quite an older a mock-up of currency in Ashes of Creation. I thought, kind of relate that to the karma currency. Now, what does this do? It will unlock something amazing that we are going to talk about next, actually. It gives servers a chance to compete with each other in a fun and meaningful way. It gives servers an opportunity to come together at times for the greater good. And it adds more opportunities for interesting rewards or relics that may spawn after success or failure of an invasion. And I absolutely loved this image when I was making this presentation. I saw that portal and I thought in my mind, wow, wouldn't that be cool if a really loud alert came throughout the server and this portal spawned and it stayed open for 15 minutes before the enemies actually came out of the portal, giving the townsfolk time to assemble, close down stores, do whatever they need to do to make sure all hands are on deck, make sure that, players are able to come from wherever they are on Vera and make sure they are there to help defend the node. Okay, I really love that idea. Deep Delve dungeons are next. The mayor of a metropolis can now spend a node's karmic essence to unlock Deep Delve dungeons. Deep Delve dungeons can be much harder than dungeons found in Vera. These dungeons can be run in a group of 8. Deep Delve dungeons start with 3 floors. A mayor of the node's metropolis may spend karmic essence to add more floors, one at a time. The deeper adventurers delve into the dungeon, the stronger the enemies they face will be. Weapons and armor dropped will also grow in power the deeper players descend. And I really love that artwork that's on the right side. I was a big fan of it and thought, wow, that would be a cool idea for, one of the floors of a Deep Delve dungeon. But we all know that's more than likely what one of the dungeons are already going to look like. But I just love the art. Descending below the 3rd level will allow the possibility of high quality reagents to drop from enemies. This rate will increase the lower a group delves. Bosses may have one-shot AoE mechanics based on how many players are in the nearby vicinity to prevent masses of players from grouping to force the completion of floors. Floors that have been previously cleared may be accessed through waypoints throughout the dungeon. Only 2 deep delve dungeons can exist in any one server at any one time. The style of dungeon, enemies present, and types of items dropped will vary based on the node that spawns the dungeon. Okay, and this image I grabbed up from Google. It was an Ashes of Creation image, and I saw that kind of pedestal at the center and thought, oh, okay, that could be like a little waypoint or something that could people can go to get from floors that they've already cleared to get deeper into the dungeon if they've already been there. I really like that idea, so I used it. Now, what does this do? It adds an insane amount of challenge and group content to the server. It gives players a wider variety of areas to adventure and explore. It allows for better loot drops. It gives more reasons for the server to work together. It gives even more emphasis to the Ashes and the creation aspects of the game, as many players will need to be willing to move from certain content that was created in order to find out what awaits them in a new Deep Delve dungeon. All right, and I love that entrance there. The detail around the entrance is just so cool, and I kind of figured, I just imagined myself being an adventurer through that area and just seeing something like this the very next day, when before it was just this huge gigantic tree, and all of a sudden now a Deep Delve dungeon has appeared. Really excites me, the idea of it. I just wanted to say thank you so much for indulging me in my different ideas. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys did, I really hope you guys will like and subscribe and come see me on Twitch. I go live all the time. It's twitch.tv/HiroVision. My next stream, I'll actually specifically be going through this on my next stream, and because there are so many little intricacies and things that I didn't even touch on for the sake of not having this go too long. I really wanted to get in there and let you guys see what I was talking about and kind of leave the theory crafting to you. All right. I hope to, read some cool comments and, get an idea of what you guys thought about this. Take care. Have a great week, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.